Welcome back to the channel, and today we're in the shop. We've been cleaning the Case IH 250. Right now we're going to clean the front two headlights for going down the road. As you can see, a little bit fog in them. Just try and clean them up so we can see better while we're going down the road during the nighttime. And so before we start cleaning the headlights, I'm going to show you what we've been doing to the tractor. So far we got all the junk out of it. Had a lot of it behind the seat. And we've got the saddle tanks off the tractor, got that side off. And here they are. There's one of them, there's the second one. Got the other side, got the brackets off. But we got a lot of junk in the tractor, got all that taken out. Now it's climbing the tractor. As you can see, it's a little bit nicer back there, not a whole lot of junk. Did some interior detailing. Looks better than it was. Not the best, but a lot better. So these are the three products I like to use for cleaning our tractors. I like the Lucas Oil Slick Mist Speed Wax, the Mag 1 Glass Cleaner, and then the Lucas Oil Slick Mist Interior Detailing. I personally love the Speed Wax because that gets the shine in all of our tractors. Well, I think that was a pretty easy fix. I just put some of this stuff on the cotton cloth and rub down here, and so that's before, that's after. So there's a pretty big difference. I'll turn on the lights and show you guys how big of a difference it made. Yeah, this one looks a little bit brighter than this one. This one's still fogged up. So now we'll do the other side. So for us, this stuff, it worked really well on those front two headlights that we use for going down the road. So if you ever need a headlight cleaner, I would recommend this stuff. It worked really good for our tractor. So right now I'm done detailing this tractor until I get more of that speed wax, because I ran out and I'd rather finish the whole project in one swing instead of running out a quarter of the way through and finish it up later. But once we get more, I'll put the wax on the tractor. But I already got the 7800 all detailed, ready to roll, except we're gonna bring it back in the shop in a few days and get some new LED lights on it, because a few of them are burnt out, or we just want to switch them to LED for when we're in the field hauling wagons in this fall. So other than putting the speed wax on the Case 250 and getting some new lights on the 7800. These two tractors will be about ready to go during fall. So for most of harvest, this tractor will be on one of our grain wagons hauling in loads. Then for maybe the end of harvest, we might put this on the VT and do some fall tillage before the ground freezes and we won't be able to do it in the winter. So even though we're a good month and a half away from harvest, I'm guessing I'd like to clean the tractors out earlier in the end of August when we're not doing anything except for regular chores. Because I believe we're all done with hay because we got 3 crops of hay put in, and that's usually what we do every year. But I prefer to have a clean tractor cab at the beginning of harvest and throughout the whole year, even though it's probably going to get filled up with wrappers and tools and spray cans and whatnot. So after harvest is all over with and the combine's out of the shop, we're going to probably bring the tractors back in and clean them again because they're all going to be pretty filthy, and I like to have clean tractors. So the only things we have inside the tractor cab right now is our towels and glass cleaner we're going to take out in a few seconds. The operating manual for this tractor and the corn planter and a bunch of wires. We got more wires and there's just a few more wires down there. And other than that, it's pretty clean. Vacuumed the floor a few days ago and oh, that's dirty again. Got to vacuum that again before harvest starts. But other than that, it's pretty clean. Rest of the toolboxes that were in here and tools are down there. I'm gonna bring a few tools back up in here for it if something does break down in the field. So Dad just got the lawnmower stuck, so I got a chain and I'm gonna grab the oliver to go pull them out. Well, we got the lawnmower unstuck. As you can see, it's mowing lawn again. Them dang kids these days getting their equipment stuck. But it just rained last night, so the grass was just a little wet, so it slid in. It slid into there before, but we've been able to just drive it out with no problem. But it's just part of life. So we just got our parts for our equipment, and I'll show you what's in them. So we got the beacon and a few lights for the 7800 filter. A few more filters. I don't know what all the filters are for, but it might be for a combine or tractors. Some of the slick mist stuff I use for the tractors to get them all nice and shiny. More lights, a beacon mount, and then there's a few parts for our hay tedder because one of the arms are bent and need a few washers just for replacements and stuff. But so tomorrow's project will probably be to mount a few of the lights on the 7800. So I pulled the Case 250 on, I brought the John Deere 7800 in, now I'm gonna clean the interior. So about 2 weeks ago, the John Deere was in here, so that's when I cleaned the windows and cleaned the paint by using some of this stuff. So I don't need to do that this time. I might touch up the hood a little bit because there's a little bit of bird poop on it, but other than that, it's just in here to get new lights on, and that's about it. So I think I'm gonna replace those 4 lights up on top first, and we'll do the rest after that. So I got this one mount disassembled. Now we're gonna put the LED lights in them. So it'll be a nice upgrade going from these halogen lights to these nice LED lights. So I got the 2 LED lights in, and we're gonna go put them back in their place. So I got one side of the LEDs put on, one side is still the halogen lights. Now I'm gonna turn on the lights and show you guys the difference. Those 2 lights are pretty bright, and those other 2 are burnt out, so that's why we need to replace them. So as you can see, we got those 4 lights on top all put in. Just got to put 1 screw in, and they'll be ready to roll. Then we're gonna do the back 2 lights on the top of the cab next. So here's a little update of the lights project. So I'm taking out all these little bolts around the top of the roof, except for those 2. I can't reach them, but I got lift the roof up because there was a nut and a washer on the back side of these lights. When I was taking out the factory lights, they fell, so I tried putting the bolts back in, but they wouldn't go in. So now I got lift the roof and find the nut and washer and put them back in place. So we got this light completely on. Now we just took off this light. We're gonna put an LED in its spot. There, those lights are a little bit better than the older ones. Oh, got the roof all back together, and we got the 2 lights on. So now those are ready to go whenever we start doing field work again. So it's been about 2 weeks since I've been working on the lights on the 7800. I've been pretty busy with school because it's been first 2 weeks of school now. But other than that, it's been homework and school and a little bit of work. But since I've been at school, this tractor pretty much hasn't been touched except for doing some baling of hay. But for the lights, they haven't been touched. So we're going to continue right where I left off. So I just got the beacon wired in, wired up, just got to hook that into down there, but that's hooked up to the baler monitor right now. So and then we also got to get this rocker switch into place for the beacon light, so we're not pulling out the plug and putting it back in every single time, so we're able to just switch it on and off. But other than that, it hasn't been much. Got the beacon wired in, ready to roll. And yes, I do know tractor's dirty again after just cleaned it about 2 weeks ago, but it has been in the field baling hay, so it has to get dirty. But right before harvest, I'm probably gonna give her another nice cleaning and window washing, so then when it is time to start harvest, everyone can see got a nice tractor out there and not one that's all filthy and dirty. All this, that's just a disgrace. You can't be having all that dirt on the tractors. It gotta be clean. Jeez Louise. At least the Magnum's still pretty clean. Probably gonna give it some cleaning right before harvest, but other than that, She's pretty clean.
Well, it works. That's good.
Well, I know that the beacon works, so that's good. I got the Baylor monitor plugged back in, and I got the beacon wires just sitting there. Another day, or maybe even tonight, I don't know yet. I'm gonna put the rocker switch in to turn it on and off instead of having to plug it in and unplug it every single time we want to use it. But other than that, it's been a slow process.